Here I have a selection of the Russian piping tips. I'm just using 3 different ones. You can use any that you want to. I've got my 3 cupcakes and 2 different tones of pink. I'm going to show you how you can make your flowers so they are two-toned. Start by cutting the end off your disposable piping bag. And then we're simply going to place in there the Russian tip. You want to now take a pint glass and simply place your piping bag in there, and then you can drape the edges over the side and make it really nice and tight. Now, to get this two-toned effect, it's very easy. I'm going to start with the darker pink on the outside and place the lighter pink in the centre. All you need to do is take a knife, take some of the buttercream and place it and scrape it just on the insides of your piping bag. Make sure you go all the way down to the bottom where the tip is, and then we're simply going to fill the centre of this with the lighter shade. It's as easy as that. You don't need any fancy piping bags that cost you a fortune. If you're just wanting a two-toned effect, this is the simplest and best way to do it. Now, before we actually pipe onto the cupcake, I like to get some of that excess fondant out of the base of the piping bag first. So here you're just going to see me pipe a couple of the roses directly onto some kitchen roll. It'll just make sure that we don't either get loads of the light pink or loads of the dark pink. They're going to be merged together lovely. Then you want to take a cupcake and we're going to pipe over the top. Simply hold the bag at the top and you want to push and pull at the same time. Piping really isn't difficult. It can take a little bit of practice. Take your time with this. I have the perfect buttercream recipe where these flowers hold beautifully, and so does all the edible fur and a lot of my tutorials, and I will leave a link to that for you in the description below this tutorial. Just keep pushing and pulling away for each individual flower, and this is what you will end up with. I have simply repeated that process but with another nozzle. Again, I'm going to do my first 2 flowers directly onto some kitchen roll, and that's what they will look like. You can see I've used a lovely white buttercream and a hot pink, and they go together beautifully. So again, when piping onto your cupcake, just gently push and pull away. For the final tip that I have chosen to use, this time I have white on the outside and a lovely deep purple on the inside. Again, just gently push and pull away until you've completely covered all of your cupcake. And how easy was that? And look at what these amazing nozzles have created. Now, there are so many different Russian piping tips out there. I have only used 3 of them. It can be difficult to tell which flowers they are. I've definitely used a rose, as you can see on the right hand side. I do think it's an open tulip on the left, and I believe the middle one is a closed tulip. But just imagine these on your cupcake bouquets. Go for it. Just create, have fun with the colours, and just make sure you enjoy it. Happy baking, everyone, and I'll be back soon with more new content.